Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Troy with DDM's Realm, and I've got a video here for the Protectors Jubilee event. I'm going to show you how to grab those figurines and to make the most out of this event. To get it started, head over to Protectors Enclave and go to the event dais here, and you can see some of the stuff that you can earn. They got a bunch of thrones, a couple mounts you can get this time, and even some companions, and you can even learn to juggle too if you want. Talk to Elminster here, and he'll tell you what you need to do. And if you haven't already, please throw me a subscribe. I'd really appreciate any patronage or follows on Twitter and Facebook as well. Alright, so we've got Elminster open here. He's going to have a list of quests for you every day. So the first one here is the Protector's Speech. This is the one that you're probably going to want to run if you want to get the Neverwinter Renown half of the store. You can take a little look in here. So in Renown you have the thrones, you have some little things you can make people dance with, there is a mount, and a few other things, some, what are those, fashion items. So if you're looking for things in Renown, you want to definitely do the Protector's Speech, do it over and over and over. Take a look, I've already thrown up a quick video on how to get gold on that every time. Share that with anybody that you're grouped up with and running through, and so you can see which tactics to use and to make sure you blast through that quest in 5 minutes getting gold every time. It's easy to have the group running all over the city and losing those bonuses. Alright, so now we are going to look for the Protector's figurines here. This is the other half of the currency basically, and that's going to be in the commemorative store here. A few other things that you can get. There's some fashion items. You can actually convert them to Renown if you're looking for those, but you probably won't need it. Use my tips and tricks and you will get tons of Renown really quickly. There's a mount, there is a companion you can get, as well as access to the Protector's Garden, which is actually pretty cool because it has everything that a character might need in one spot inside of the city, which if you're not in a guild, definitely worth looking at getting. If you're in a guild, maybe not as valuable because you could just go to your guild hall and get that. But to get those figurines, you're going to want to do these other quests here. So like this one, I have a quick little quest to run into the Tower District and get these Protector's bounties. There's a chance to get the figurines out of the Protector's bounty, one every day here. So you'll want to get those, at least do those, so you can start building up your figurines. And I believe you can actually get multiple figurines as a rare pull as you collect these bounties. And I'll show you how to get more of those. So you want to do that one quest there. He'll give you a second quest. This one, it'll have you running all over the place, but you're basically doing something quick to get the little boxes that you can open up, the Protector's Bounty. And then this one tells you about you can just go to any of these places. You can go to the Black Lake District, Ebon Downs, or Whispering Caverns to go protect foreign merchants through the zone. You protect them from enemies and they'll spit out rewards most of the time. They don't always do it, but sometimes, most of the times they do. You'll get some renown from them, but what you're really looking for is those Protector's Bounties so you can collect those boxes. With these, it's pretty cool. The more you open, the higher the chances you have to get better things. So if you look at my screen right now, I've already opened 114 of these things, just kind of working through things. So every time I open a Protector's Bounty now, I have a double chance to get rare and epic things. So there's all kinds of cool stuff that comes from them. You can read through here and just kind of get an idea of what you get. So we're going to accept that one too, but we're not even going to necessarily do that one because within these, I'm going to grab this skirmish quest too, but we're not going to run through it. Again, check out my other video for this skirmish and how to kick its butt. Alright, so I got all the quests. I'll run those for the day. Once you have all those quests for the day, Elminster will send you into the Protector's Garden where you can get an additional 2. So you can earn like 5 of the bounties a day without doing the extra quest. So is where that's going to be. Well, I'll show you that maybe once we're done. Let's go ahead and show you how to farm these Protector's Bounty boxes. Now, going to the public zones is doable. If you do that, then you're going to want to probably be in a more empty zone or try to coordinate with the people that you're working with, which is difficult. Because there's actually a way that you can almost double the amount of bounties that you get from each of these. When you open a bounty box, if you're in a guild, you'll have a chance to get a protection orders. The protection orders is actually for your guild in here. You could probably solo that, or you can have a couple people to help you. And so what we're going to do is try to have a couple people help out and get as many protected bounty as we can per run. So check out your map. You can see that the protection starts at the very corner here, or very edge. So run out here. I've already have some guildies waiting for you, or waiting for us. So when you're doing this, it's actually pretty easy. You're going to fight just the normal mobs that are around here. But every time the merchant cowers and you protect him from whatever he's cowering from, when he gets back up and starts moving again, he has a pretty good chance to spit out more of the loot for you. So you'll get Renown or the Protector's Bounty. Now each time you do that, he will spit out a new one. So the idea is to pull things to him as he's walking down, and you will get more and more encounters to go through, which will give you more and more chance to actually get the Protector's Bounty each run. It takes about 10 minutes or so to have the guy run through here, but you can just let him not run into many things and attack whatever happens to attack him for maybe 5 or 6, or you can actually pull things to him and get 10 or 20 out of him. So he's going to have a ring around him there. You see that yellow ring? And we want to make sure we fight and kill all mobs that are making him cower within those rings. I think there's a little bug. Once they get a little further away, he might not spit out treasures. So if you look at this, I have protection orders right here. Double click, it'll give me the quest. So I'm going to accept this quest, and that'll allow me to actually talk to this guy, and then we're going to start protecting him. So as soon as you talk to him, he starts moving. If you need a buff up, go ahead and do so, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to run around here and try to grab other mobs and make him cower as much as possible. So I'll make them mad, and he's coming across the bridge over here, and I'm going to pull the enemies into the battle here, if my pet doesn't actually grab everything. So here's some orcs that actually spawned and are a normal part of the ambush here. So you see he's cowering. Keep an eye on him for his healing, because you can't heal him, you can't actually buff him and stuff. Let's see how he's cowering there. Once he dies, should spit out something for you. Oh, there's another one. Missed him. So see, got a protection order. Alright. So now he's going back. I'm actually going to get rid of my companion. See if I can show you how to milk this a little bit better. So we get some direwolves to come over and make him cower. So see how he cowered there. We'll go ahead and make sure we fight. Within his ring, if they're doing range stuff, try to fight off. Like, fight off to the side so he's not in the AE or the range stuff. So this time we got Renown. Now he's going to come down here, and you see that these guys are going to aggro on him. So this is more of like a little normal thing. And depending on what level your guild is and how much you have built up, will depend on how many of these little random encounters you might actually get to. So this guy's a little bit out of the range, so I'm going to try to run over here and see if he'll chase me. Oh, they killed him before he had a chance to go, but we still got Renown, still popped out there, so that is good. So I'm going to go ahead and grab these guys. See if I can get them down before these orcs aggro. Nope. Again, it's kind of tricky. If you have like a ranger or somebody that has a good range and stuff like control wizards, that kind of thing, can pull from a lot further away than me having to run over to him, can help pull mobs into this and make it so he is cowering and popping back out more or as often as possible, basically. The heroic encounters can spawn in here. Those are actually pretty nice to help kind of milk the area. But I think he is going to probably aggro these other guys first. So it doesn't matter how many you pull in when he is cowering like that, you'll only get one reward when he starts walking again. So don't pull the entire zone over to him. Try to kind of keep him cowered, then start walking for a little bit, cower, and start walking. A good guild group can actually be coordinated and pull mobs and wait until he stops walking, and then drag him right back into it. And then that way, he is certainly going to stop and get and throw out rewards. So any of these guys that happen to be hitting the merchant, go ahead and take care of him, because he can. He's not terribly tough, so he can get beat up. But the nice thing is, he can be healed, he can be buffed, and you see that he regenerates between fights. So that's pretty cool. So I'll pull some bears over here and get him to cower again. So you normally will walk by these bears and you will not get a chance to fight them. But since we pulled him into his little threat area, we pulled out a protector's bounty out of him. And see, now he started to walk. Some wolves are attacking him. He should decide to scale again. There he goes. So he starts to cower. We'll fight him again and get some more protector's bounty. Well, hopefully, if he spits him out. Not guaranteed every time. Nice, looking good. Like I said, we were getting 5, 6, 7 just to let him wander through. But when we pull mobs into the fight, he definitely drops more. Now we're getting into an area where it's pretty normal for fight these things. Keep an eye on these ambushes. Sometimes these ambushes will pop up and you'll be fighting something off to the side, and these ambushes can actually kill the merchant if you're not paying attention. Which is easy to do when you get kind of bored grinding these things out. But like I said, you can grind these out quite quickly and get 100 in an afternoon, no problem. I've seen some groups in the public areas actually go so far around the merchant and kill stuff that he never even stops, and the merchant wanders from one end of the zone to the other without ever actually dropping anything. So that's one of the problems with the public areas, is that a lot of times people don't know exactly how it works, and they're doing such a good job of protecting him that he never actually pays for the protection, which is not what you want to happen. You want him to pay out as much as you can. So we'll drag this little group of orcs over. He does his little zigzag thing, so we can bring him in. This is definitely another spot we can get extras. And frankly, lower level guilds are probably better at this due to having more mobs around that they can drag into the fray here. And if you have a bigger group, you can definitely pull things further, but it takes a little bit more coordination, and you need to make sure there's an agreement that if somebody's pulling mobs from outside of the normal path, that they need to wait to pull him in until he starts to move again. Grab your bounty, then bring him in again, and then basically if you can get him to stop and go, stop and go, stop and go, stop and go 100 times, well, he might pay 100 different times, so that'll be great. If you have any other techniques for making this speed up or get more out of, please post them in the comments below. Really help people out, because I know this can be a tedious thing, but still worth your while, since it's usually only active for like a week or so. Alright, so thanks for watching. I hope this technique helps out. This final encounter here, he gets jumped on the bridge. So when you fight these things, make sure that you try to bring them into the very center. Don't blast them off, because they'll go into where the blackfish or whatever the piranha fish are. And I've noticed if I am in the very center of this bridge, when he kicks out his presence, it usually doesn't fly off. Excellent. But sometimes he'll throw your loot down into the water, so you'll have to go chasing it if you want it. And then he usually gives one last little present here if you're within range as he makes it into the guild. So in this particular run, let's see what we got. Alright, so yeah, I got 11 Protector's Bounties out of this. Alright, so everybody got quite a bit more Protector's Bounty here. So when you open these up, I'll open these up just so you can kind of see. Look at that, 40% off any service. That's a purple coupon, pretty sweet. We got my protection orders again. You get vouchers, you get refined things, a bunch of coupons. Like I said, I've seen extra Jubilee things, I believe. Protector's Hospitality is a thing where you can actually give presents to people, just like the Winter Festival. This one's a little bit different, though. It doesn't spit them out for the whole group. It only spits them out for the person that you are actually targeting. So I've got a couple of guildies here that I'll just throw it here into my hotbar, and then I'll just take turns gifting both of them or whatever. Alright, so we don't need to see that. Let's finish off these couple other quests here, and I'll show you what the Protector's Garden looks like and why it might be worth your time to access it. Alright, so I have done the skirmish now. I ran off and did the two quests in the different zones. So now I'm ready to turn in here to Elminster. Turn on my speech, get a bounty. Zone quest, bounty. Zone quest, bounty. I protected something in a public zone or in a guild zone. Get that one. Now I'll get a reward in the garden. This one, you get 2 more bounty, but you'll also get a kind of a preview of what you can get if you spend all your figurines on the Protector's Garden. To come in here, it's up there on top of that area up there. So you're going to come by the guards here, click on here, and this will send you up. So there is a rest area right here to the right, as well as a place to teleport wherever you want to. If you're not a VIP or in a guild, it's really a nice little area you have access to, which makes kind of your maintenance tasks a lot easier. There is a general vendor that you can use. There is a trade bar merchant. There is a mailbox, as well as a salvager and an auctioneer. So we'll grab our bounty out of here. But that kind of gives you an idea if you were to spend your 15 figurines to get into here. It is buy all this other stuff. It is a great thing for somebody who is not a VIP or in a guild to have access to, because you can keep all your characters here, log in and out from this location, and then do all your character maintenance super duper easy. Oh, one more thing I wanted to mention is that you can also get Protector's figurines from the Zen store here. So you can go in here and you can get these bag of Protector's figurines here. And they are on sale for what you get, like 3 for $125 without a coupon. Alright, well, thanks for watching. I hope these videos have been helpful. If you haven't already, please throw me a subscribe, become a patron, or follow me on Twitter or Facebook. I appreciate any and all support I can get. Share these with your friends, and until next time, play smarter, not harder.